Hello again and welcome to my channel. I'm Fraser from Metalworking in France. I've got a little job on today. I've got a drawing here of a part that a local garage owner wants me to make for him. It's a bush for something, I'm not really quite sure what it's for, but he's stressed the urgency in it because apparently he's got a car that's up on his lift and he can't take it down until he gets this part. So obviously it's blocking his ramp, so he needs this thing fairly urgently. So I've got a piece of steel here, 50mm diameter. This thing's got to be 45mm diameter for the outside. So I'll get on and work this, and you'll see this how this goes, and we'll see what we get in the end. So here you can see I'm just running down the outside diameter. I've got to turn this down, as I say, from a 50mm diameter piece of steel. I've just got to take this down to 45mm. I think that's getting pretty close now. I'll just mic this up and we'll see how close it is. I would imagine probably another cut would just about finish it off. Yeah, I'm getting close. That's not too bad now. So I'll just finish this off quickly. Won't take long to just run this last little bit off. There's no point in showing that anymore, so yep, we'll just move on to the next bit. So here I'm turning off the step on the end. It's not a great step. It's only going to be 4mm deep, or in length basically. It's coming. I'm taking this down from 45mm diameter down to 41mm diameter. I'll just mic this up quickly just to see if I'm getting close to it. I don't think I'm too far away now actually, so I think one more cut should just about clean this up quite nicely. So we'll put another little cut on this. I'll speed the lathe up a little bit. As you can see, I'm using soft jaws again to hold this job. So one nice final little cut, and we'll check this with the micrometer and see how close it is. Yeah, not too bad at all. So now we'll start the drilling process. Obviously, first of all, I have to use a center drill to give any drill that I'm going to use to give it a good start, so that it's obviously maintains in the center of the drill. So yeah, that's gone quite well. I'll now put a pilot drill in, so that because obviously I'm going to take this out to about 22mm diameter in the end. So I've just got to open this out with a pilot drill first of all, a smaller size, and then I'll use something slightly larger. It takes a little while to wind this through, but I hope you're not getting too bored watching this. So that one's done, and then I'll put a slightly bigger drill in. I think this one's actually about 18mm diameter. So again, it's just so that I can take a little bit at a time, because obviously you can't just put a great big drill, or even 22mm, it's not a great big drill, but you can't really put something like that straight through without opening up the hole slowly, taking smaller cuts. It just puts too much wear on the drill or too much pressure, and then of course obviously you end up having to replace the drill or sharpen it more often than you would normally. So now we're getting into the bigger drill. This is the final drill, 22mm diameter. So that's going through quite nicely. It's cutting a nice clean hole, and yeah, it's a bit of a long drawn out process having to do this sort of thing, but that's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. When you're drilling holes into steel, you can't just plunge straight in without at least giving it a chance to cut fairly cleanly. If you push it in too hard, then obviously you're going to damage something. Either if you don't damage the drill, you're going to damage the lathe. So anyway, that's gone quite nicely. So here you can see I'm just parting this off now. So It won't take too long. Again, I've got to use plenty of coolant on this because parting off is a procedure that you have to be very careful with it, because parting off blade is quite thin, and if you push too hard on it you can break the tool or you know, bend the whole parting off tool's support. So yeah, that's okay. Come off quite cleanly. Well, here I've already faced off this after parting it off. I'm just going to turn the other step on the other end of the bush. This one had actually come down. It's again 4mm in length, and it's actually 34mm diameter. So that's quite good actually. It's turning up quite nicely. So now I'm just going to put on a little chamfer just to break the edge on all the corners, so that will come out quite nicely. It'll just make it a bit smoother. There's no sharp edges or anything rough like that. So I'm just using a 45-degree tool just to put that little bit of a chamfer on. So here it is next to its drawing. Nice little job complete. Well, there you are. That's another little job complete. I can go take this out and deliver it now to the garage. I don't know what it's for. It's something to do with the lift on their in their garage where they put the cars up to do work on them, and I don't know. I assume it's something to do with the lift itself, because they can't get the car off the lift until they've got this part. So it might just be a part for the car that they don't want to take it off. But in the meantime, I can take this out and deliver it to them. My job is done. So if you enjoyed that video, please look out for more videos in the future. And please, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my site or my channel, and look back at some of my old previous videos as well. I say old, they're not old, but various different things that I do. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.